Hey guys, it's Kai, and it's time for another Witchy Wednesday.
Why are you such a copycat?
Is that what I'm gonna call this series? I've also considered like Witchy Cat. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, if you have suggestions, put them down in the comment section down below. I'm thinking Witchy Cat, Witchy Wednesday, something like that. But I also always post on Wednesdays, and I don't want to make all of my videos in the future like witchcraft videos. So it's like sometimes I might make a witchy video and then post it not on Wednesday and also post a Wednesday video. So Anyway, hi. This is the first time I've ever actually filmed a video outside, at least with this camera, and when I've actually known what I was doing. I did like a very long time ago, but I was like out of my carport and like holding it and walking around vlogging, and I feel like vlogging is different. And here's a map and here's a Bible if you ever lose your way. So I had a really rude couple today at work. They'd ordered their drinks and I was going around and getting other orders from other tables, and I'd completely forgotten about their drinks, and then I saw them and I was like, I'm gonna go get their drinks, and as soon as I looked at them, they're like, can we get our drinks? But I just kind of felt like, oh, hi son. I just kind of felt like this was like the perfect video to do this for. I've kind of wanted to film outside for a very long time. I have a cute little yard now and I really like it and it's really cute, and I've been wanting to film outside, and I'm the only person home right now, so I felt like it was gonna be kind of weird to like take all my filming shit outside and be like, alright, bye guys. Maybe that's part of why. They happen to have a chair out here that I could borrow, so that's cool. But as most of you guys may or may not know, I've talked about it before, but I don't remember how often. I am on an app called Pagans and Witches and Me. Now I got on it because of Harmony Nice, just like literally everybody else on that app. And I found a group on there called YouTube Witches, and they basically have like YouTube prompts and things like that, and you're supposed to participate and like make your own video and things like that. And like you don't have to, but like it's preferable, like if you're gonna join a group like that, like that's why you would do that. So I joined that group because I thought it would be fun, so I'm gonna try and be participating in the prompts that we have on there. And this is actually the first one I'm ever gonna participate in. I'm not sure when this is gonna go up, so I don't know if it's still gonna count. Also, just excuse all the noises. Wow, there are a lot of bugs flying around me right now. I'm under a fig tree. Did you know figs grew on trees? Actually, I feel like a lot of people probably knew that. I had no idea. I didn't even know what these were until a couple of them fell and my roommates brought them in, and I was like, what are these? They were like, oh, they're figs. We have a fig tree. I was like, oh, cool. Anyway, this challenge is the top 5 tools that you use in your witchy practice. I have 6 because I had like an honorable mention. Oh, that's fun. Thank you. Thank you, Wind. The tree's like, I want to be in the video. I guess I'll go ahead and start with that one because it's not one that I use all the time, but like it is very important to me when I do use it. It is my wand. I know a lot of you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, like, oh my god, like Harry Potter, like, oh, Wingardium Leviosa, am I right? Like, okay, it's not literally like there's power in this wand and I can cast a spell at you. It's literally not like that. Basically, the idea behind a wand, I think it's more of a Wiccan tradition than like secular witches, but like I liked it, so I wanted to adopt it. Plus, I've played in the past with maybe going kind of Wiccan. I'm still like secular and I don't believe in deities, but like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to adopt a couple of things in Wicca anyway, and the wand was one of them. So I made this myself when I moved to California. It was when I first moved to the desert, and I literally was shook because I happened to find this right outside in my backyard, even though it was the desert and there was like nothing out there. Wow, I just can't stop moving this thing. But I was out in the desert, I was like, nothing is green, there's nothing anywhere. Like that was right when I had started watching Harmony Nice too. Like I had watched her a little bit before that, but that was when I was like really getting into her, Haley Reese, like people like that. And I just really wanted to make my own wand, and I walked outside and looked around like, well, I'm not gonna find anything. There are barely any trees out here at all, and like the ones that are out here, like everything's dry rotted. And I happened to find this one branch right behind my door. It was kind of a weird layout for a house, but my bedroom was the back room, and the only door, like there was a door that led to the rest of the house, and then there was a door that led to the backyard. So they advertised it as like a private exit and entrance, but you couldn't get in unless it was unlocked, and a lot of the time it wasn't. It doesn't matter. But I walked outside and happened to find this, and then I had some like wire wrap from like literally when I was in like middle school, and I just never used it. So I wrapped it around. I think I painted it with like stormwater or something. I put oil on it. That's what it was. I had like anointing oil that I had made at the time, and I've tried to replicate that recipe, and I'm so mad I never wrote it down because a lot of the things that I do intuitively, and I'm like, well, I think this feels like this, so I'm gonna add these together, and this seems like a good plan. Like that's just the most powerful way for me to do things. And also I'm bad at memorizing things a lot of the time, so I'm like, I prefer to just kind of, you know what, if I want to do something like this, I'm gonna grab this and this and this, so I need to just know more about herbs. So I had made something, some kind of oil, and it was so so powerful and so potent and so good, and I put it all over this, and then I tried to replicate it a couple of times, and every single time I tried, it just failed. And that's also the only reason why I have a big jar of olive oil now, because I tried to replicate it so many times, and then I just gave up, and now it's just cooking olive oil. So moving on from there, we're gonna go ahead and go to what pretty much everybody has expected me to say, and that is my tarot deck. Now, this actually, it's really funny that the sun is on this side, because this is the first card that I actually saw in this deck. When I got it, I worked at Barnes & Noble, but I went to a Books A Million, which I know is blasphemous. I worked in a cafe though, so maybe it's a little different. I don't know, whatever. Was it called Books A Million? The competitor to Barnes & Noble. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but I was in the mall with a bunch of friends, and we stopped in there, and I just like made my way over to the New Age section, because I had a tarot deck that my friend Remy had given me, but it was really pretty, but I didn't really connect with it. I feel like now I probably could have been able to connect. It was the Fenestra Tarot. It was so pretty. I just like, I didn't click with the images, and I couldn't remember the meanings, and it was very hard for me to channel it back then. And so I happened to just wander over there like looking, like I wasn't sure if I was even gonna get anything, but I happened to see this card, and it was like on a box, like, you know, like, oh, these are tarot cards. It's the Revelations Tarot, and this is the only one that was on the box. Maybe the moon one's on there too. I don't fully remember, but like back then I was really into water magic and like sea magic and like mermaids and things like that, and I still am, but I'm like more like air and earth energy, I feel like, which is funny because that's what my, actually all my first 3 signs are. My sun sign is a Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp, technically Aquarius, but like enough of Capricorn. It was 9 a.m. on the first day of Aquarius. Okay, and then my moon is in Virgo, and my rising is in Aquarius, and Virgo's earth and Aquarius is air. So I'm very earth and air, but for some reason I was really into water. This doesn't look like mermaids at all. I don't know how well you can see it, and if I put it closer it's just gonna be blurry, but like this doesn't look like mermaids at all, right? This is the sun. Like, where's the water? Who knows? Like, these are just like little angels dancing or whatever. But there was something about the deck that just drew me to it, and I was like, I have to get this. Like, I cannot leave this store without this deck, and I had that weird feeling. And so I bought it. It was only like $30, which it was a lot of money at once, but also at the same time for like a good tarot deck, like that's not expensive. And then I got home and I went through it, and literally it's like all mermaid themed. Like, I wish, like, it's like water on the back, and I didn't even know that that's what the back of the cards look like, but like it's like mermaids, like literally mermaids. Like I don't even know which cards I'm drawing, but like most of the cards in here are mermaids, and it's like super dope. And like, how did I just know that it was gonna be a mermaid deck? Like, I have no idea. But I've had this deck for 3-4 years now, something like that, and I've been using it like actively most of the time. I go through phases. Recently I've actually started using it a lot more, and then I decided I wanted to do professional tarot card readings. So if you guys want a reading, hit me up, because I'm into that. I did a poll on Twitter asking if people would be interested in me doing like tarot live streams, like basically like, I don't know, I'll just be like shuffling my deck and talking to you guys, and then if somebody like donates, then I'll like pull a couple cards for them or something. Like, I feel like that would be kind of cool. But I've been doing like $5 3-card readings, and then like $10 5-card readings. Once I get more into it and I've done like enough readings, I've done I think 5 or 6 already at this point, and like I said, I've been reading for myself for like years now, and other people like here and there for like years now, but like my first professional clients, I've already done like 5 or 6. But once I get more experience, like obviously like the price is gonna go up. So if you guys want to catch this like low price, let me know. Get on that right now. DM me on Twitter or whatever, and I will get back to you. I actually did one literally this morning. Like, I woke up to a message asking me for a tarot card reading, and I was like, all right. So I got up, made some coffee, made some food, went back and did the reading. So I've also been incorporating charms, which is interesting and different, and I had never done that before. But like, I've been watching a lot of this like tarot card videos on YouTube, and there's a channel called Charmed Intuition. I know she's not the only person to ever do it, but like, she's the first person I ever saw do it. So she does like tarot cards, but then she'll also like, she has a pendulum that she does, and I haven't like experimented with that, but she also has like a whole bowl of charms, and she just reaches in and grabs whichever one she feels like she needs, and then she lays them out, and then she analyzes them and picks out which ones feel right and things like that. So that's really cool. I've been experimenting with that, and yeah. And speaking of coffee, that's actually literally my next object. Well, okay, my coffee pot technically, oh thank God it's still warm, but this has been literally the only way I've been able to get up and function. And I know, like, I'm addicted to caffeine, like it's not good, but like, it's really good, you know? I'm coffee cat, I need coffee, said Kara in my vlog. No, but really though, I mean, I've been doing it sometimes just to like get up and get started and get my day started, but like also it's really good for like simple little potions. So one that I like to do a lot, I actually keep cinnamon in my house now for this. It's literally just coffee, because coffee's like productive, you know, energy, like get you started, like revitalization and whatnot. And then you add sugar, and that's like sweetening situations, like money, like whatever you decide to associate it with at that time. And then cinnamon's like heating things up, like passion, like making things happen fast. So like, okay, when I was trying to get a job, that was like my main thing that I was, I mean, I did like an official like job potion that worked so fast, and like, thank God. I start my new job in 2 days, hee hee. But when I was looking, I a lot of the time would like brew some coffee, and then I'd put my sugar, I'd put my cinnamon, I'd stir it clockwise, because if you stir counterclockwise, that's banishing. If you stir clockwise, that's invoking. So like, I want to invoke like money and things like that. Like if I had put in the sugar and the cinnamon and things like that, and then I started counterclockwise, that would be like, all right, losing money, you know, this is happening slowly, like just going down the drain. But if you do it clockwise, it's like, bring me the money, you know. It's like the same thing as like when your palms itch, you know, and like your left hand itches, that means money, right? Or your right hand itches, that means you're gonna meet new people. Which, by the way, I mean, maybe it's just like a superstition type thing, but I've found that to be true in my life at least, so something to look out for. But if you do get itchy palms, and like say your money hand is itching, if you scratch it outward, you're throwing the money away, you're throwing it to somebody else. If you scratch it towards yourself, you're pulling that money towards you. That same idea. I don't know why I just went on such a long tangent about that, but whatever. That was something I would do literally every day before. Oh my god. Jesus. We're gonna wait for this plane to pass. Safe travels, my friends. That was cheesy. I don't even see it. I don't know why I'm looking up. But basically, I would do that like simple little like coffee potion every single day before I got up and started applying for jobs. And then I did that like full moon ritual thing with like my official potion and everything else. And literally the next day I got a job offer, which caused me to quit my first job. And then that first job offer, I'm getting paid for like when I worked there, but then that was a scam, so I quit there and went ahead and got a new job. And this one's gonna be way better in the future. And things just like, that's how magic is. Like, it doesn't happen exactly how you want it to, but like it will happen. And especially if you keep adding cinnamon, like that's gonna like speed things up, you know what I mean? So the next thing, so item number 4. Now, okay, this is more of like a metaphorical type thing right here. This is a lighter and I'm only including this because I light so many candles and burn so much incense and like sage and things like that. Like, I cleanse so often and I use fire. Well, I use the lighter, and like incense is technically like air energy even though you light it, but then you blow out the flame and it's the smoke, and I love doing that. I have this like lavender lemon incense that, oh my god, I love it. Speaking of lavender, I also just bought a lavender plant a couple days ago and it's already doing so much better than when I first got it, and I'm so excited because I was kind of worried about it because I lugged it around the city for an hour while I was trying to find my car. That vlog is either up already or coming out. It's anyway, not related. But I use this literally all the time, every time I cast a circle. And actually, I meant to say I use this one every time I cast a circle. That's the main, I didn't even, oh my god. So wands literally are where you just channel your energy. And so you push your hand. So okay, the gold copper, like it looks cool, it looks pretty, it's a handle, but also it's like a conductor for energy, right? And so when you push your energy out of your hand, it goes into here and then it goes through here and then it just focuses it. So instead of energy just coming all out of this, it's coming actually right out of this, and it's just a steady little stream. So when I do my circles, first I use this, I light my incense, I cleanse the area, I cleanse myself, and then I take this and I channel my energy and walk around in a clockwise circle after I've set up my candles and things like that, and like put everything in that I'm gonna want to use. And then I walk around and point this down at the ground, channel my energy, and draw like an energy circle around the area that I'm gonna be casting my circle in. And that basically is the circle. And then I use this to call in the elements to each of the elemental candles that I have set around my circle, and then it's the full circle. The next item I wanted to talk about, I've already talked about on this channel. I did a whole like Book of Shadows Grimoire tour. I mean, if you've seen that video, then like you know all about this. If you haven't, you should go watch it, although it was 51 minutes long and I talked about all 3, and I went on random rants about witchcraft because it was the first time I ever made a witchcraft video for this channel. But yeah, this, okay, so I don't consider this just like a journal where I keep my studies. Like for me, like when I work in this book, like it is a practice. So like if I feel particularly witchy but I don't want to do a spell, I don't want to cast a circle, I don't want to do anything like that, all I do is I'll either research something or write down a spell that I've already done, or I'll just go in and start like being creative and painting and shit. Like this let go of your science spread that I did. Excuse the Aphrodite thing. I don't believe in deities. Me also has 2 separate pages on Aphrodite, but it's fine. But I mean, I just like, I got this one little quote in my head and I got inspired and I just like painted it on this page, let go of your science. And it was when I was coming to terms with like, wait, I think I'm a Syrian starseed. It's, you know, and yeah, this is like a meditation for me, you know, and that's why in my other one, I've also done like a drawing of like the place that I go in meditation. You know, this twin flames page that I did, I wasn't originally like, I'm gonna go do some research on twin flames. Like it was like a thing in my life. And again, we're not gonna get into specifics, but I just like, twin flames were just like such a relevant part of my life at the time. And I was like, I need to do something for it. And I kind of just like envisioned this. So I started drawing it. And then I did like this big header. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me add some information, because what else am I gonna put on this side? Like a picture? No. Especially no knowing I was gonna show it to YouTube. We were not about to put a picture in there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of this is inspired by Molly Robertson. She's actually the person who got me back into doing my grimoire at all. It had been years at that point since I'd even opened it, let alone written in it. And it's funny because this happened at the same time as this. Like, it was just like a very witchy part in my life. Thumbnail. Okay. And then the last item we're gonna talk about is this. Yes, this is an old sangria bottle. No, I never officially got the label off of there. We're gonna ignore it. Honestly, the only reason I even bought it was because, I mean, it was alcohol. Like, I wanted wine, I wanted to try it, but also I really liked the bottle. And I've actually gotten like another, I think it was a different kind of wine, or maybe it wasn't, I don't really know, but I have another one of these that I did successfully get the label off of, but this was the first one I got, and I put rainwater in it because I lived in the desert at the time, okay? And as I talked about earlier, like, I was a really, like, I used water in my magic, like, all the time. Like, I was, like, I low-key called myself, like, a sea witch, you know? I mean, I've always been eclectic. I always will be eclectic, let's be real. But it was a big part of my practice for a very long time, and anytime I would do potions, anything like that, it was good to have. And it's funny because there was a lot of other kinds of water that I collected. There was snow water at one point. I still have some ocean water, but I had a lot of ocean water, and I kept collecting it and I never really used it. Rainwater is the only one I ever really used, that and storm water. But like, I used rainwater for like growth, you know? Like, I remember I did a spell at one point where I had flower seeds and I knew they were never actually gonna sprout, but it was like symbolic, and I believe I did it as like attracting friendships that like blossom into something beautiful. And so I had a little pink like petal jar type thing. I actually have a candle in it now, but at the time I filled it with dirt, I put the little seed in there, and then I watered it with rainwater to make it grow, and it worked really well. I did make some of like the best friends that I've ever had, and I still talk to pretty much everybody that I made like friends with at the time. So that's really cool. Like, some of my favorite people in the world are like, I met them after I did the spell. Whether or not it was a direct result, who knows, but I think it was, just because of the timing, and I did journal about that as well. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I have for you right now. I am excited for the next challenge. I literally was watching Molly Roberts to get inspired to do this video because I just kind of felt like filming, and I was like, I want to film something outside, especially because, again, I was the only person at home, and I was like, you know what, I should film a witchcraft video because I filmed a scam story time about the job that I was just talking about. I filmed a vlog. Now it's like, I should pre-film something witchy since that's like a thing that I'm doing now. And in case you haven't noticed, for me, witchy is like flowery and flowy and shit, and then also this like one little, we can do a separate video talking about pentagrams too because I have a lot of feelings. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know that I should do shout outs of the week on my witchy videos just because I know some people can feel a little bit weird about it. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll do shout outs based on the Pagans and Witches Amino app. I don't know. Also, if you guys want to go find me on there, I am Coffee Cat because of course I am. That's where I am everywhere. So go in there and follow me. I have actually a lot of like personal stories and posts up. They do these like, hi Leaf. They do these like weekly challenge things, and I participated in a lot of them, and I actually like was one of the top 10 winners like a week ago, something like that. So I was able to like choose like a little header for my name, and so I put a lot of effort into those posts, and that's ultimately what led me to be like, you know what, maybe I should like post witchy videos on my channel. So here we are. Go talk to me on there if you would like to. If not, go find me on Twitter, go find me on Instagram. You know, I keep forgetting I moved right near an airfield. But yeah, also let me know if you guys like this outside type thing. Maybe I'll do it more. I don't know. I'm a little sweaty and I don't like all the flies, but overall I feel like it's kind of cool and it's different, and I didn't have to set up all my light boxes and stuff, so there's that. But yeah, okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not already. Give me those thumbs and share this video if you like me, please. Normally I give a reason, but lately all I've been able to say is just please. Please, I sweated for it. There we go. Although I literally, when do I not sweat? So use your own judgment. I don't know. That's all for now. Stay witchy, my dudes, and I'll see you in the next one.
Why are you such a copycat?
Is it weird that I've considered taking a shot of this? Even though I know it's fully dirty and should not be drank at all, I've thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. Just witchy things, I guess. Bye.